Feeling a bit slouched, a bit tight in your shoulders? Not after today. After today's class, you'll be open, you'll be tall, you'll be relaxed, and you'll feel great because today we're focusing on the shoulders. Okay, so grab yourself a belt, 2 bricks, clear your space, clear your mat, and let's get going. Welcome to day 6. So we're starting seated up. You could sit on your heels as I'm doing here. You could even use a block or brick between your heels and sit on the block. I've got a belt here and I'm going to use the belt to start warming up my shoulders. So we're starting with the belt quite long, quite long. And I want to keep my arms straight and my belt stretched as I start to move my arms forwards and backwards, like kind of rope skipping. As I do so, I keep pulling on the belt, creating slight tension on the belt, but creating more movement in my shoulders. As things, and when things start to get a bit easier, move your hands a bit closer. Do it slowly. So gradually warming up your shoulders. Again, if things are getting a bit more comfortable, get your hands a bit closer. Move it gradually and notice if your shoulders are moving together as one, or if you're kind of leading from one shoulder, maybe you're doing something like that. So gradually get yourself to a place where it feels okay. Now I can feel it. And we'll just do a few more of these. This is really targeting these tight areas in your pecs, which tend to be quite tight and therefore your shoulders are dropping down. So let's reach that point where it's like, okay, I can't take my arms any further back and we're going to hold it there. So I'm going to pull on the belt and get some movement now in my shoulders. I'm going to lift my shoulders up to my ears, then drop my shoulders away from the ears. I'm going to lift the shoulders so my shoulder blades are lifting up and they're coming a bit together. I'm going to drop my shoulder blades down away from my ears and perhaps take my arms a bit further back. And then relax. Take a moment here. Relax. Rest the hands on your thighs. Just roll for the shoulders. And roll forwards. And then give it a shake. Now we want to notice the spine. So I do it facing sideways. So as you move your arms, what tends to happen is that the spine moves with the arm. So for now, we're just going to lift the arms up and just move the spine, the upper back. So I'm going to push my chest forwards, and as a result, my arms go back. I'm going to bring my ribs in, and my arms come forward. So we call this flexion in the shoulders, and this is extension. So moving from flexion to extension. Just keep moving through it. And then we're going to try to kind of separate the movement of the arms, the shoulders from the spine. So come back to the center, maybe have a rest if you need to. Whenever you're ready, come back to it. And now we're not moving the spine. So just imagine your ribcage pulls back, your core is engaged. And as you hold your arms up and move them, you're moving the arms, but not the spine. So trying to disassociate your shoulders and the arm movements from the rest of your spine. Just do a few of those. You don't have to take the arms very far back. Just avoid moving your spine. Okay, then again take the arms as far back as you can. Just for a moment push the chest forward. Then draw the ribs in and see if your arms can move a bit further down. And further down, ribs still in, further down. And then relax at some point. And let's have a big stretch here. So let's put the belt to the side. Thank you, belt. You did great. So sitting as you are, we do eagle arms. So for that, I'll be at the mirror here for a moment. I'm going to cross my right arm over the left. It's actually my left, but doesn't matter. It's for you. I'm going to start by bringing the back of the hands together. Now, eagle arms can be quite confusing. So think of your left hand, bring it closer to your face. Now move it further left until the fingers can come to the inside of your right palm. And as I push those fingers into the palm, I feel the stretch between my shoulder blades. Now again, arm position, hand position, elbow position makes a difference. So I'm going to elevate my elbows to the height of my shoulders. And then I'm going to move my arms a bit forward. Now here, I don't want to collapse my chest and round in. I want to move my shoulders out, away from each other. Now that feels good. I can still breathe, I'm not restricting the breath. And I keep using those right fingers pressing, left fingers pressing. And then relaxing with switching, so open up. Now cross your left arm over the right. And bring the right hand further right. Take the fingers to the inside of the left palm. Press. Elbows as high as your shoulders. Forearms reach forwards. Shoulders move away from each other. Eagle arms. So it's like the eagle pose, only just the arm variation. We're not doing the leg variation. Take another moment here. And then release. Rest the hands on the thighs. Roll your shoulders. Roll them backwards. Roll them forwards. And we're going to go into child's pose. So settle yourself on your heels. And we'll take a twist, which is more of a shoulder stretch rather than a twist in the child's pose. So as you bring your head towards the floor, thread your right arm towards the left and drop the head of the shoulder down towards the floor. It's not really a twist, it's more of a shoulder stretch. It will turn to a twist. Now if your head can't reach the floor, which is very common, you can use your left hand. Just take a moment here and really settle the right shoulder down. And while you're here, I remind you to breathe, and to breathe slowly. And really what we want to do beyond breathing through the nose is to direct the breath to where you feel it. So if now you feel it in your right shoulder, whether it's in the back, in the front, on the inside, breathe into that area. Just kind of superimpose a pair of lungs in your shoulder and breathe into that. And as you breathe in, you want to feel expansion. And as you breathe out, you want to find release. Let's come forward, so I got my left hand on the floor, and now it's that twist, so the right arm moves further left until the shoulder is again on the floor and the head is on the floor. Now I'm twisting through my upper back. I got my left hand here pressing into the floor. Now options, you can keep the left hand down, or you could reach the arm up, roll the shoulder and bring the hand to either rest on your lower back or to catch the inside of your right thigh. Slowly coming back to child's pose, and in child's pose we're doing the other side. So now we're taking the left arm across towards the right, dropping the head on your right hand, on the floor, drop it down and relax. Steady breath into the shoulder. Then coming forwards and taking that left arm further right, drop the shoulder to the floor, the head on the floor, using your left hand, press lightly into the floor. Or maybe you reach the arm up, roll the shoulder, reach towards the inner left thigh. Just another breath here. And then come out, and we're going back to child's pose. This time taking both arms backwards. Stay in. Stay in. Okay, so from here, it slowly rise to sitting, and we're reaching the arms up. So I'm hooking the thumbs and reaching the arms back. So I'm going for a slight extension here with my ribs, with my spine, but mainly for my arms. I'm going to take a breath in and fold again into child's pose. And again come up to sitting, hooking the thumbs once more. This time the other thumb is in front, taking the arms back, opening the shoulders. And then I'm going to go back to child's pose. You can carry on doing that from child's pose, or you can come up to kneeling. So as you inhale, rise to kneeling, hooking the thumbs, reaching back. And as you exhale, sit back down. It's slightly easier kneeling. And again, rise to kneeling or sitting, reaching up and over. And fold again as you exhale. Now we're going to do it 3 more times without flaring the rib cage. So as you inhale, rise, keep the rib cage in, just move the arms, then fold. It's more restricted, it's more targeted. 2 more. Inhale, come up, open up, exhale, fold. And last one, inhale, come up, open up, and exhale, release, and we go into downward facing dog. So hands on the floor, tuck your toes, and ease yourself into the dog. Starting with the legs a bit. And then we're going to go into the arms here. So I'm going to lift my shoulders up a bit and go into that flexion position, and then dropping my head closer to the floor, go into that extension. So moving from flexion, bouncing up, to bouncing down. Do that a few times. Find the bounce, and the rebound. Now you can do it on your hands as we're doing here, or if your shoulders are fairly open, you can elevate your hands and do it on your bricks. You don't have to, obviously. You can use books if you don't have bricks. Just trying to find a bit more opening for the shoulders. Okay, then holding it there. You don't want the head on the floor, so I'm using my bricks here to keep my head off the floor. Just dropping my head low. And noticing any discomfort in the shoulders. It's good to know if there's pinching, sharp sensations come out, that's too much. If it feels kind of dull, strenuous but dull, that's okay. Let's slowly come out, and we're dropping back to child's pose. I'm using my bricks to begin with because it's slightly easier now. I'm going to get my head to rest on the floor. Keep my arms extended with my hands on the bricks. I'm going to lift my right hand off the brick and bring it down. I'm going to lift my left hand off the brick and bring it down. If it's okay, stay with the bricks. If you want to, you can bring the hands to the floor, lift the right hand up, bring it down, lift the left hand up, bring it down. That's easier. So if the bricks was a good challenge, use that. If it's too easy, you can move up to the middle setting. Lift the hand, maybe try go for the higher setting, I'm not sure about that, just give it a go. Lift the hand, and wherever you are, just relax. So the higher your hands are, the deeper the stretch, the harder the movement. So we do both hands together, either on the higher setting, or middle, or lower, or the floor. I'm going to go for middle. I think that's enough for me today. Do what you need to do. Just press the head down and lift both hands, float them up, and relax. And let's come out. And we're going back to downward facing dog. One more time, little bounce. And looking at the hands, I'm going to bring my right foot to the hands, let my left knee settle onto the floor. In the same way as we did before, I'm going to hook my thumbs and reach my arms back. So find the big opening here. Now here I'm using my spine, my belly, my chest. I'm reaching forward. Spine is an extension, which means it's easier to take the arms behind. Take another breath. Then bring the hands to the floor. We step into downward facing dog. Bouncing a bit. And then we're doing the other leg. So left foot forwards, right knee to the floor. And hook the thumbs the other way. Reach up. Open through the front of the body. Take the arms back. Maybe even look up. And again, downward facing dog, little bounce. And we're going to go to the front of the mat. So stepping forwards, hopping forwards, walking forwards. Doesn't matter, just get yourself forwards. Bring the big toes together. Slide the hands on the shins or place them on the floor. Either way, inhale. And as you exhale forward, relax your head down. If the knees slightly bend, slowly rise to standing. Reach your arms high, look up, palms together, and arms by your side. Okay, let's take a moment here. We'll do a few salutations, combining that arm movement, the shoulder movement. So when you're ready, breathe in. Hands to heart, breathe out. Reach the arms high, look up. And then forward, bring the hands towards the floor. Look forwards, inhale. Step your right leg back, knee onto the floor. Now hooking the thumbs, reach the arms up and back, inhale. And we step into downward facing dog. From dog, come forwards to tabletop. Look forwards, inhale. Bend the elbows, chest and chin on the floor, 8-limb salutation. Then lie flat onto your belly. Now for the first one, we're going to reach the arms behind, interlock the fingers. Reach from the fingers to the shoulders, reach back, lift your head and chest. And perhaps lift your legs. So squeezing shoulder blades together. Take another breath. And ease it down, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath there. Breathe out. Now bring the right foot to the hands. And for this one, we're keeping left knee off the floor. If you don't have the balance today, that's fine, bring it to the floor. Again, hooking the thumbs, reaching up and back, open up the front of the body, open the shoulders, inhale, and then step forwards, join the feet, and fold, exhale. Rise all the way to standing, palms together, reach up, and arms by your side. Take a deep breath in, hands to heart. Reach up, inhale, and fold forwards, exhale. Look forwards, inhale. Now step the left leg back, knee onto the floor, hooking the thumbs, keep changing the way you hook in. Inhale, reach up and over, and exhale, downward facing dog. From dog, come forwards, drop knees on the floor, chest, chin on the floor, and lie flat on your belly. Another locust as before, or rise to a cobra instead. Come up as you breathe in. Same action in the shoulder blades, they're coming down and towards each other. Then ease yourself down back to downward facing dog. Little bounce. And then left foot comes forwards. Right knee's off the floor, find your balance, hook the thumbs, rise to a high lunge. Take a deep breath in. And step forwards and forward, feet together. Relax, breathe out. Rise to standing, reach the arms, look up, and arms by your side. Let's take a moment here, just notice how the shoulders feel. Are you still slouch, or are you more open? Because that's the idea. Let's change it up a bit. So if I'm here reaching the arms to the sides, hooking the thumbs, reaching the shoulders up and back, inhale, look up, and as you exhale, swan dive, so the arms go out, the chest reaches forward, and at some point you relax and release. Look forwards, breathe in. And we step in the right leg back, keeping the knee off the floor, find your balance. Hooking the thumbs, reach up, inhale. Then we open towards the right for Warrior 2. So in Warrior 2, just check a moment here that your hips are kind of centered, your shoulders are above the hips, so there's no twist here. Your front knee is pointing forwards rather than in, and everything is good. Now eagle arm, so front leg, front arm above. The back arm, eagle arms, reach forwards with the elbows. Take a moment there, shoulders away from each other. Take another breath. And open up the arms back to Warrior 2. Now revolve Warrior, flip the front palm up. Reach forwards, then lean back into Revolve Warrior. Stay there, feel that big stretch. The scapula, the shoulders lifts up and comes towards your ear. The head lifts up and looks towards the hand. Take another breath. And bring both hands onto the floor. And let's find ourselves in downward facing dog. You can step straight there or step back to a plank. Use your knees to go halfway down chaturanga, or do it without the knees, moving to a cobra, or now an upward facing dog. And then back into downward facing dog. In the same way as before, we're going to step the right leg forwards. But this time we're going to bring the left heel to the floor. So left heel on the floor. Now step the right foot forwards. Align your hips to face forwards and rise into Warrior 1. Arms reach up, head goes back looking at the thumbs. Take a deep breath in. And then bring the hands together behind the back, interlock your fingers. Okay, we do a humble warrior in a fairly easy variation. So keeping the right shoulder low, we're going to rest it on the right knee And the hands can stay on your tailbone, or they can reach up, or reach up and over. Just find your way there. So relax your head, and just let the arms drive the shoulder into this extension. Take one more breath. Release the hands down, step the left forwards, exhale and fold. Slowly reach the arms to the sides as you rise to standing, look up. And arms by your side, exhale. Well done, other side. So reach up, hook the thumbs, inhale. And lean back, exhale. Take a deep breath in. Open wide and fold, swan dive, hands towards the floor, breathe out. Look forwards, inhale. Now step your left leg back. Take a moment here, find your balance. Reach in the arms, hook in the thumbs. Inhale. Then open towards your left, warrior two. Again, align yourself, shoulders, hips. Got to change sides. I won't be having my back at you. So warrior two. In the same way, so front arm will be above. So front arm above. Eagle arms, reach forwards. Breathe. Take another breath. Then back to warrior two. Breathing in here. Then revolve warrior, flip the palm, reach forwards, lean back. Shoulder blade reaches up, head looks up. Feel that lovely stretch from your hip all the way up to your little finger. Take another breath. Then we'll take in vinyasa or going straight to downward dog. So for vinyasa, hands down, plank. With the knees or without, lower down to hover or to rest on the belly. Moving through the back bend as you breathe in. And back into downward dog as you breathe out. Okay, so it's the left leg again. The left leg looks towards the hand. So the right hip comes down, the left foot comes forwards, hips facing forwards, warrior one. Arms reach up, head reaches back. Okay, we're gonna go into humble warrior. Relax the hands, interlock fingers behind the back. Breathe in, reach the heart. And as you exhale, fold, shoulder on the knee, taking the arms up and over as much as you can. Take one more breath there, then release the hands, step forwards and forward, exhale. Slowly rise to standing, reach the arms, look up. And arms by your side, exhale. So stand tall for a moment in mountain pose. Roll the shoulders back, standing tall and straight. Close your eyes, you can keep the feet together or slightly separate them. Take a moment to notice how you feel. Can you breathe more into the chest, more into the shoulders? Are you feeling present, alive, tall, proud, feeling great? Because that's what happens when you open up your shoulders. Okay, so stay here for a few more moments. If you want to rest, you can lie on your back and have a few moments in corpse pose, or sit down again and check if you're still slouching or are you sitting tall. Okay, so well done. This was it for today. So it's a shoulder flow, targeting the shoulders to open up. When your shoulders are tight, you can't breathe. You have no energy. So open the shoulders, open the chest, more breath, more energy, and you're feeling great. So I really hope you enjoyed the session today. Okay, today I focused on the shoulders in a simple way, which means you can come back to it again and again and again. So as always, I ask you to please subscribe to the channel and to please share this practice with other people who will enjoy it too. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you're going to come back to this session, and more importantly that you're going to be here tomorrow, because that's the idea. 21 days of you committing to a regular yoga practice. Regular yoga practice, which means you get lots of benefits from it. Okay, so tomorrow we're focusing on a different part of the body. I'm going to let the shoulders rest. For now, namaste.